Hey, welcome back to Ozarks Live. You know, the annual Purple Party is taking place in April at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center. We have Delaney Yoakum and Jared Alexander here to tell us all about it because it benefits Harmony House. How are you both?
Good.
Thanks for having us today.
Thanks for seeing you.
Okay, how many of you of these have you done so far?
This is our 7th year.
But there's a little break that went on.
There was, yes. So this will be our first Purple Party back in person since 2019.
Oh, finally.
Yes, finally back in person. And we're coming back ready. Yeah.
Tell us the significance of purple.
So purple is domestic violence awareness. That's our color. You know, Domestic Violence Awareness Month is all the way in October, but this is a way early in the year that we can raise some awareness. We can have a lot of fun, get people out and enjoying each other's company finally again.
Absolutely.
After 2 or 3 years here. So yeah, we're ready for it.
I mean, one month is fine, but the battle goes on all the time.
Absolutely.
Well, it does. What all is included on this evening? Like, I know there's food, there's drink, there's music. Tell us about it.
Yes, so you named it. Yes, there's food.
Pretty much everything,
We have really good food, too. There will be a mac and cheese bar.
A what?
A mac and cheese bar.
Like
you heard that right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really good mac and cheese, too, yes. So there will be a mac and cheese bar. We'll have heavy hors d'oeuvres provided by the Oasis. And there will be live music by members only.
Nice.
So it will be a very fun concert, yes. There'll be a cash bar, a silent auction, and all kinds of really fun activities.
Activities and giveaways and things like that.
Yes,
I know this is
raffles.
one of the more fun events of the year for sure.
Yeah, and people are ready. So people should start thinking about getting their tickets and everything like that early, and we'll remind you how to do that. How important is this in like your yearly budget or just in the grand scheme of things?
It's a big part of what we do. This is obviously a very fun evening to be around people and to have a good time with our friends, but it's important to raise awareness about what we're doing and why we have to do this. The numbers continue to go up and up, even with the pandemic really changed a lot of environments for people at home. Our call volume is going up with our 24-hour hotline. Our shelter has remained full really since the onset of the pandemic. So there are still a lot of people and families in need in our community that are going through very severe domestic abuse situations at home. And so the need is still there for us to keep the lights on and keep our staff ready and able to help out people that need that.
And then speaking of that, Jared, and I think I read something about this on your Facebook page, or maybe it's on your webpage. Roughly the cost of a ticket will do what for an individual? Do you know? It said something about a night or something like that?
Yeah, it will cover 24 hours of safe shelter and services for an individual that's fleeing a domestic abuse situation. And with the average stay at Harmony House, about 46 days, that does make a dent in being able to make a difference in their lives. So everybody that purchases a ticket or buys an item in our silent auction or just makes a gift to our mission, I mean, it really goes a long way to helping some families in our community.
The average stay is 46 days.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and you spoke about you're getting more calls, since COVID began. What are some of the statistics, the realities of this?
Yeah, so nationwide, 1 in 3 women or 1 in 4 men will experience some form of domestic abuse in their lifetime. So if you do that math in the place where you work or your church or wherever you're at, I mean, we all know somebody that's going through that, and things like the Purple Party and resources that we have available through Harmony House are so important to be able to educate people on what that looks like and how we can help them. But the reality, Tom, is that we know somebody in our lives. We may not recognize it right away, but we all have encountered this at one time or another.
And your place is there because oftentimes this is a silent thing. People don't speak up. People don't try to find help because they don't know where to turn. You're one of the places to turn.
Absolutely. That's why we have a 24-hour hotline that's available anytime somebody needs it, even if you just have questions. You may not be ready to leave your situation and need shelter right away, but we encourage you to call, talk to one of our advocates. You're not going to get an answering machine or an automated system.
I was
You're
about
going
to
to talk
say,
to an advocate.
There'll be someone answering on the other end of the phone 24/7 to help you out, and I know you have all sorts of volunteer opportunities, and there are different things you can do to get involved over there. Real quick, tell us the date and the time of the Big Purple Party.
The Purple Party is April 26th. Doors open at 6, and the party starts around 6:30.
Okay, up at the Oasis. Where do you get tickets?
You can get tickets online, and tickets are $50 for an individual ticket or $400 for a table of 10. Yeah, so it'll be really fun. And it's an 80s themed party, which is even,
really?
yes, yeah.
Well,
I think I failed to mention that, but
Well,
yes.
you know, it makes sense with the band. And mac and cheese bar.
Yeah,
cheese.
no kidding.
Okay, Delaney and Jared, thank you both. Great
Thanks
to
for
see
being
you.
with us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.